Are you starting it?
Right here, wish you had some more light. Let me bring it over here.
Check 1, 2. Make sure everybody can hear me good.
I know we need. Yeah.
Good.
I know we need. Yeah. Good. There we go. Let's see. Make sure everything is all set and ready to go. See how this goes. Scooch on by over here.
Alright.
Good evening. Welcome to Pianjo Player on this great night of some jazz music. Something a little bit different than what we normally do. This is the Fireless Chat. I like the name Fireless Chat. What do you think?
No fire.
Just the Fireless Chat. We're going to still continue a poll, call it from now on, until it gets cool again. But welcome to Pianjo Player. We're going to do 610 Jazz Edition tonight, where you'll get to hear us play some jazz music, me on the piano, and Blane over on the drum set. And we're going to have some fun. Just waiting for a few more people to join up here. And then the camera. Let me see. What I might do, I might scooch the camera up just a tiny little bit. Just a tiny bit. Keep the audience entertained, Blane.
Well, I hope everybody can hear me. Otherwise, this is going to just look like some blank talking. But hope you're having a hope everything
working order. Okay. Let's try this.
Yeah, that's better.
Okay, well, how about this? Checking my monitor to see if we got a better look for our camera. Okay, now I need y'all's help because I can't tell how y'all hear the piano or the drums.
Comment down and tell us. Can you hear us or not?
Tell me if you hear the piano well.
You can hear the drums well.
Yeah. So I'll take it down here. It says the volume is messed up. That's not good. I'll have to check this out. What's going on?
Who can you not hear? Or is somebody too loud or...
Okay, good. Okay, so I've got the microphone positioned over here, so I'm probably going to be talking more towards the microphone, because if I move over here and stuff like this, it's not going to pick up my voice well.
Let us know. Can you hear me good, and can you hear my... And just make sure it's not too loud.
You better play good, because Day Tripper says that he's an ex-drummer, and he expects to lie out of you.
Oh, no.
You better make him proud. He always is worried that some professional drummer is going to appear on one of these things, and he's going to critique Blane's drumming. But... Okay. Let's see. Now, our short on YouTube didn't do quite as well as we were hoping, so if there's not too many people joining tonight, that's totally fine. Let's hope for more in the replay. My bench is pretty squeaky. You can hear it. Not too bad. Okay. Got about 5 watching us now. And I think we'll get started pretty soon on our first song. Hopefully y'all can hear the piano well and the drums well. It's a little bit different tonight. let me go ahead and give a little synopsis about 610 Jazz, where we got started, and how long we've been doing things. Because we have talked a lot about bluegrass music and banjos and mandolins and all kinds of fun stuff like that, but we haven't really talked too much about the other genre that we're associated with, that is the jazz genre, which is so wide, I cannot even imagine all of the little subgenres for that one, just jazz. So you want to go first? Tell everybody a little bit what you're doing tonight, why you play drums and stuff like that, or you want me to go first?
You go first, because that's how I always go into it.
Okay. Well, I have been playing the piano in general for 10 years as of this upcoming August. So for 10 years I've been playing the piano. And for 7 of those 10 years, I was classically trained and then somehow got an urging to want to switch from classical piano right over the jazz. I'm not exactly sure why I wanted to change. I think I heard a couple songs on the radio and on old jazz records, that made me want to switch over to the jazz genre. That, and I love playing ragtime music from artists such as Scott Joplin, who I learned a lot in my classical works. And ragtime is very closely associated with stride piano. Stride piano is one of the subgenres of jazz, so they're both doing some things with the left hand mostly, playing. That's kind of an example of stride piano right there. Tell me if y'all can hear that okay. Just want to make sure. But that's what ragtime was doing. I learned Maple Leaf Rag. Let's see.
It's been a while.
Yeah. Like I said, I haven't played that in forever, it seems like. But yeah, that's an example of ragtime piano. That's why I got started with jazz music, and it's just rest over there. So for the last 3 years, I've been doing some really advanced music theory training and stuff like that. Love it all. Most of what I learn is from ear, listening to artists such as Miles Davis, Bill Evans, Duke Ellington, Dave Brubeck, Vince Guaraldi, all amazing pianists, and other brass instruments too. But yeah, that's kind of a little bit of background of why I started playing jazz piano. Over here to Mr. Blane Young on the drums. We'll spend a little bit of time just talking about it.
My story isn't as long as his, but one time we were at an antique store, and it was just, we found a little drum. It was a snare drum and a cymbal. It was not in that great a condition. We brought it home, and we just played around with it, but then we got brushed, and he was learning the jazz piano, and I would just do a little, just keeping the time, and eventually I just found a good deal for a drum set, and still the same one I use today.
Yeah, that's it. No inspiration behind your drumming?
Everybody, I could say, in the drumming.
A little bit of everybody. Can you elaborate on just a few people who you like to listen to on the drums?
I can't remember their names. I can see them.
Which bands do they play with?
The guy from Bill Evans Trio, I can't remember his name. But, yeah, just a lot of people like Ed Dickpin, just people like that, or people I've watched videos on how to play, and they're people I inspire to play like.
Inspire, yeah. So the name 610 comes from my birth year. So 6 is 2006 when I was born, and 10 for 2010 when he was born. So we put them together, 610 Jazz, just like that. That's how we call ourselves now when we play jazz music. Still keeping the Brothers Young for the bluegrass. Sorry about that. Okay. So, also, I'm kind of glad to announce that I myself, in about a week, I'm going to graduate high school. I'm a senior, and we graduate high school, and I am so excited to be moving on to the next part of my life, continuing to observe music in its natural form,
And its
pursue
natural
music
habitat.
in its natural habitat, pursue the musical career that I have, playing shows, teaching. If you didn't know, I teach the beginner piano and the bluegrass banjo. I do both of those things, and that provides some good income. And also, I'm going to work part-time with my father, who's a tax accountant. And hello. I know I said last time that I was going to give Molly a small cameo, and I'll do it right now. So she just
Everybody
walked
say
up
hi to
beside
the
me.
kitty.
And this is Molly May. She can't say hi. She doesn't have her bling on tonight. She just loves to walk around and observe the jazz music. She's very high class and loves the jazz music especially.
She's 14 years old, so
Yep.
she's lived a good life of music.
She's endured our bad notes and our out-of-tune banjos and mandolins. That's right.
Probably need to play a song.
Okay, I am so excited. Dude, we've got 7 people watching us now, and I'm ready to kick into our first song, and man, do we have a banger for the night. We got a great list, about 4 songs that are some of our favorites to perform when we do our live shows out in public. And we're going to start off with a song, and tell me, once the song is done, if everything sounded okay, and if there's anything that needs to be changed, just let me know. I'll change it in the back, okay? So we're going to play a song that was featured in the movie The Sound of Music starring Julie Andrews. And it's one that's more associated with Christmas time. It's called My Favorite Things. And I kind of got a little bit of inspiration from John Coltrane when I heard his version in E minor. That's 13 minutes long. And I kind of took some of what he was doing, added a little bit of what I do, and made a pretty good version for ourselves. And we're going to do it together. My Favorite Things, and we'll do it just a moment. Okay. Okay, here we go. There we go. That's it. That is my favorite things. Kind of a little bit like the Coltrane version, a little bit like my own version. So, yeah, we had a lot of fun putting that together. My favorite things from The Sound of Music. Both the performance and the movie starring Julie Andrews. There we go.
I'm gonna get some questions. I think you got some.
Let's see. Let's hope the audio sounded good that time. Okay. Let me look at some of these comments that we got. I've been so preoccupied talking with you, the audience, that I haven't had time to look over at my computer screen. Which is probably a good thing sometimes, so. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, got no questions, but I really appreciate you. Thank you for congratulating me on the graduation. I'm so happy to be graduating. Words cannot express how happy I am. Also, if you haven't already, please like this video. It's not a video quite yet, it's a live stream. Like the live stream. Comment on the sidebar down below if you want to see more videos like this with 610 Jazz. I think this is going to be a special treat for this year. We may go back to some more regular bluegrass, and maybe sometime more at Christmas we'll bring back 610 Jazz, but I think people like bluegrass a little bit more than the jazz. I like it both
maybe when
equally.
It gets warmer outside, maybe we could do a complete no fire, just countryside chat.
The countryside chat?
Such a good idea.
Countryside chat. I'm not sure if I fully agree with that statement that it would be a great name. Teach their own. And subscribe if you haven't already to Pianjo Player, where we post weekly bluegrass and jazz videos. And it's been a while since we've done a jazz video, and so this is kind of revamping some of the 610 jazz stuff that's on Pianjo Player. We're having a lot of fun tonight. Like I said, ask us questions, because I would love to answer them. Stuff about jazz, stuff about our lives, our personal lives, stuff about bluegrass, stuff about our hobbies, kind of stuff like that, and we'll give you some information
you can think of.
Let us know, and then we'll get back to some more music later on, because we have a lot of fun stuff we're going to do tonight. But let me go ahead and check, see if there's any questions yet. Blane, love the hat. What is the correct spelling of your name? Why don't you tell him what the correct spelling of his name, your name, is?
It's Blane.
That's it.
Not Blaine. It's just Blane.
You're unique. Your name is unique. Unique like the jazz music. We are high-class society. Unique names. Like my name, Ayden, is spelled a little bit different than everybody else because it's Ayden. Everybody calls it AI. Just like you're also AI. AI. You mean artificial intelligence?
Well,
Do they have something to do with us?
This got off a hand a little bit.
Artificial intelligence. Wait a minute. I'm spelled AY and you're just A. So we have no artificial intelligence.
Okay.
This is truly a God-given talent from above. That's what it is. Really. Be honest, everything we're playing today is a God-given talent. Piano, for the banjo, even for some guitar I play and some bass. They're all talents from God above, because I would not be here today without, first, God giving me the talents, and two, my parents for helping to push me in my walk in music. In my walk as a Christian, too. Yeah. So, yeah, like the video. Also, if you see a little $sign down below with a heart in it, it's called Super Things, where you can kind of donate a little bit of cash to us here, creators at Pianjo Player, to get new equipment, like microphones, brand new keyboard, new drum set. Also, what kind of drum set do you have? You're not sure?
Well,
don't look on the front, because that's just the name of the thing. What is your maker of drum set?
Well, I got a little bit of everything. I got a pearl hi-hat. The cymbals are Savion. I don't know how it's said. I think it's Savion.
I'm not sure.
Or
Sabian or whatever it is.
Then I have Remo drum heads, and then I got I think it's a pearl hi-hat, and just it's Vic Firth drums.
Vic first, that's the drum head. I think what you got, yeah, is a Percussions Plus, which is a pretty good drum set. This is his first full, complete drum kit that he's got. I think it sounds really good tonight. What do you guys think? Do you think his drums sound good tonight? And what do you think about the piano? This is my favorite piano. I have two of these keyboards. This is a DGX 660 made by Yamaha. And I have two of these. This one's black. I have one that I use for personal use that's upstairs. It's completely white. Awesome. Sounds amazing. I've used these for years. For about 8-9 years now, I've used these pianos. Amazing. I'd recommend them. Weighted keys and everything. I hope they can't hear that stuff through the microphone.
Oh, I'm sure they can.
I'm sure they can too. Okay. Let's get to some questions. I've kind of neglected the chat tonight. So Rig Rats Gaming, wink wink, asks, what is your favorite jazz song? Blane, why don't you go first? What is your favorite jazz song to play?
Why don't you go first, because this might take me a second to think about it.
Might take me a second too, because there are so many great songs by so many great artists. And before I tell you what song I think is the best, I'll tell you what album I think is the best jazz album in the world, and it is by far Miles Davis' Kind of Blue album. What an all-star cast he had playing the instruments on that album. He had Miles Davis himself. He had Bill Evans, which is one of my top 3 favorite pianists from that time period. Bill Evans, the Bill Evans Trio. Vince Guaraldi, who wrote all the music for the Peanuts television specials. And probably Fats Waller from the 1930s and his stride piano, which I love to imitate. I didn't do too much stride stuff in my favorite things, but I tell you what, between all the instruments I've ever learned, piano is a lot of fun, just like the banjo is. But when you play jazz music, man, it is so difficult to remember everything about jazz music because there are chord progressions, there are extensions on chords, there are so many licks, arpeggiations, chromatic scales, Lydian, Dorian modes. I mean, it is incredible how much stuff you have to learn for jazz, and I've barely begun to skim the surface on some of the jazz work I'm doing. I just love playing jazz so much. I wouldn't trade it for everything. But Kind of Blue is my favorite jazz album, and probably my favorite jazz song. If I had to pick one, just going on straight off the top of my head, it's probably So What from also that Miles Davis album, Kind of Blue. So What has got to be one of my favorite jazz tracks.
Mine would probably be Unforgettable by Nat King Cole. That is a great
Unforgettable, yeah. Nat King Cole is a very underrated, believe it or not, he's an underrated pianist because he started off on the piano playing jazz music. And he sang scat and became a very influential jazz and pop singer back in, I forget the decade he was in, maybe the 50s or 60s, I believe. But yeah, we play a song of his, Unforgettable, like Blane said. We're not going to do it tonight, though, because we got plenty of songs, and I am talking way too much. I think it's time for us to get back to some more piano and jazz drums.
Sidetracked. We're only getting 2 questions every 15 minutes. We're getting a little off sidetrack.
I know. Thank goodness we all figured out what Blane's name is. B-L-A-N-E. Blane. Blaney. Not Ryan Blaney from NASCAR, but just Blane. Yes.
I do like to drive fast.
You do like to drive fast. That is true. I can attest to that. Okay. I'll shut my mouth right here. We're going to play the second song I ever learned in jazz music. The first song I ever learned, and the one that made me want to switch over to playing jazz music, was I'm going to sit right down and write myself a letter, especially the Fats Waller version. But we're going to play a Duke Ellington tune right here. One of his most famous tunes, Satin Doll. A great tune to just jam if you're with a lot of guitarists, trumpetists, saxophonists, clarinetists. It is such a song to jam. I've seen a couple of videos where people jammed. I have actually never jammed in a jazz circle. One day I hope to get there. But we're going to just jam a little bit on Satin Doll. This is one of those songs that if you're in Roanoke, you might have seen us at the Jefferson Center last year, towards the end of the year, back in October and November, I believe, where we played some bluegrass music and some jazz music at the Jefferson Center in Roanoke, Virginia. But yeah, we're gonna play it. We're gonna play Satin by Duke Ellington. Hopefully the piano still sounds good. Have heard no complaints, so I think we're all ready to go. Yes. I'll start off in the normal fashion of a suave jazz pianist would always. Suave? What the heck that word even means, I don't even know. No, just kidding. Here we go. Drum solo. Slow down. There we go. There we go. Yes, sir. Satin Doll by Duke Ellington. That is one of my favorite songs. I keep wanting to jam on it. Yeah. Satin Doll, Duke Ellington. What'd you I like that a lot. Sing a song I've learned in jazz music. Let's get back to some more questions because I see some coming through and I am neglecting them.
No, you're not neglecting them. You just get on one and then you talk for about 10 minutes. Yeah, no,
I do like to talk.
that is true.
And continue to talk. And continue to talk.
Like right now.
Yes, I am kind of wasting a little bit of time. Let me go down because I've missed some. Okay, so... Sorry about this. Okay. Never mind. Okay. So Todd Peters asks, "Hey Ayden, cool hat, Blane. What's your favorite bluegrass song of all time?" We're going to kind of switch genres back to bluegrass for just a minute. And then we'll return to our regularly scheduled program.
Yeah, if you want me to go first, I'll say that is Salty Dog Blues by Flat and Scruggs.
Why Salty Dog Blues? Why is that your favorite jazz song?
It's funny. It's
bluegrass song.
Ridiculous, but it's funny. It's got a good sound to it. I just like it.
So it doesn't matter about the mandolin. It just matters about the song?
Pretty much.
I couldn't name you my favorite bluegrass song because we do almost a couple hundred songs. I mean, we know a lot. And to pick one would just seem like an atrocity to everybody who's watching because they see that I'm partial to one song and not the rest. No, I was kidding. I can't name the #1 bluegrass song because, well, there's so many to choose from. You have instrumentals for banjo and for mandolin. You got vocal songs. You got some very strange songs, actually. Some sad songs, some happy songs. And it's hard to pick just one song in particular. I just love them all. I like singing now. Once I've kind of gotten my vocal range is fitting with most of the songs we're doing now, so I feel like I have grown as a singer and will continue to learn on. But I cannot name my top favorite bluegrass song because I don't have a top favorite bluegrass song. Yes. Do you guys plan on being musicians as a career? One of the questions we get asked the most. And for now, yes, we will. We are hoping to continue the Brothers Young and 610 Jazz for as long as we can. Now, like I said before, I'm graduating in a week. So I will have more time on my hands now that school is done to continue pursuing more musical opportunities, musical jobs, and Blane too. Even though he's got some school left, what grade are you in?
7th, going on 8th.
That's right.
One more year of middle school, then high schooler.
That's right. One more year of middle school, high school. So, I mean, where we continue to play music, that is our career. That is the gift that God's given us, and we're going to continue to use it to His ability, to His grace. I teach beginner piano and intermediate piano, any piano really, jazz piano, stride piano. I love doing that kind of stuff, and banjo. So I mean, being a piano teacher and a banjo teacher, along with us two playing as we are now with some other people in our band, that's pretty good for what we got right now. I mean, I would say that we have a good starting off and a good idea in our careers. Now, of course, being musicians, that's not probably the only income we're going to rely on is just playing music because we'll be counting our pennies and our dimes we get out of people's wallets every time because being a musician, it's hard. A little bit. But Blane's kind of the cute one with the hat, so we let him do all the bartering and stuff like that, yeah. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Music is going to be our career for as long as possible. I mean, that's my hope. Now, when he gets to become a senior and stuff like that, he may decide to do something different, but I hope not. I hope he sticks with that mandolin and the piano.
I hope to keep the Brothers Young going for a while.
And 16. What did you do?
I just dropped my drumstick.
You
but
just
yeah,
dropped
I
your
hope to
drumstick?
keep the Brothers Young going for a while.
Yeah.
Now I may not go down your path of being a teacher in piano and banjo.
Maybe not, but you know. Still, let's get some more questions over here. Tom Peters asks, are you going to be doing more tours around the country? Now, let me see. Let us define around the country. Now, the furthest we've ever gone in our musical shows and musical endeavors has been to Kentucky. About near the tip of Kentucky. I don't know which direction we're looking at, but yeah, that's
the farthest
Kentucky's...
away tip of Kentucky.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
For us, maybe, but yeah. So Kentucky is the farthest we've gone. Now, I don't know if we'll ever get booked out west. If they want us bad enough and are willing to pay a little bit of cash to get us out there.
It might take a few extra cents. Coins to get us there.
And like I've said before, I really am pretty content staying here in Roanoke and Floyd and Salem and all kinds of places around here and just staying in Virginia locally. I really don't have any plans, and we don't have really much plans to make it big in Nashville because, like I said in the article before, it's when we use a song, an old country song. Lyrics from that says, if you're big star bound, let me warn you, it's a long, hard ride. And
that's the reason we're not big star bound. So
it is a long, hard ride in many ways. But no, we're content playing music here, and it's supporting us financially and helping us in our growth as musicians. And I am going to look forward to the next part of my life after graduation and having a lot of fun just playing music, really. That's right.
Question.
Also, some people have asked us what school do we go to, and
we're homeschooled, so
we go to the school of home, the home of school.
And that means when it snows, it doesn't stop school. We have school no matter what the weather is.
But I wouldn't trade it for anything else in the world. I was homeschooled. We both have been homeschooled. I mean, since this is my graduation, it's kind of a monumental moment, being the firstborn and the one who's graduating first. I was homeschooled since pre-K through now, through 12th grade, till I'm a senior in high school. And I wouldn't trade it for anything else. I would not be where I am today if I had gone to a public or maybe even a private school. I just think opportunities and the job openings for music that we have now if I was public school. Neither of us. But that's not kept us from doing anything. Homeschool has not hindered us in the least. I feel like we've had a lot of fun. And Blane's to keep having fun in homeschool. And I'm ready to work. Hard worker, like God says.
He'll be ready to work until it starts happening, then things might change.
No. I'm ready to work. Okay. Also, 2 more announcements. If you are going to be, if you're going to be at the Peaks of Otter on the Blue Ridge Parkway on June 9th, that's from 2 to 4 p.m., the Brothers Young, Bluegrass band, if you haven't heard of them, check them out, the Brothers Young, yeah. They're going to be performing at the Peaks of Otter on June 9th from 2 to 4 p.m. with their bass player, Steve.
We gotta go and see them.
We gotta go and see them pretty soon.
Yeah.
Peaks of Otter, check them out. This will be fun. A 2-hour show with some great bluegrass music. Also,
2 hours of bluegrass, man. This will be fun. We gotta.
Also, if you're gonna find yourself around Gatlinburg, Tennessee, come on down to the Sugarland Distillery on June 15th. Once again, we're gonna be down there playing some not jazz, unfortunately, but we're playing some bluegrass music at the Sugarlands Distillery in Gatlinburg at 3 p.m. June 15th. So check us out there. We'll be posting it on the Brothers Young Facebook page. And one more thing. If you haven't already, go to Facebook and check out 610 Jazz. And you never know. You might see a picture of me on the piano. You might see a picture of Blane. That might give you an inkling that maybe you've come to the right spot, the right place.
And
for
if you
16
haven't-
jazz.
If you can't find us, then something's wrong.
We've been taken down by AI. AI.
Oh, let's not get on that one again.
No. It's good in a lot of ways. Yeah, never mind. Okay, so let's go ahead with the time we got remaining. Let's do another song. One song that I would say is probably the hardest song that I do. And the reason why it's so difficult is because we're taking 3 instruments and rolling them all up into one that I have to take care of all 3 at once.
You're doing my drums too?
No, there's 4 actually. I guess
Okay.
your drum is 4.
I was gonna say, I kind of want to see this myself. You get up, play something on the piano, come down here, then play something on the saxophone. That would be pretty cool.
You know what I mean. We've only been doing this song for 2 years. You know. Okay, this is a Dave Brubeck quartet song written by Paul Desmond, who was the saxophonist for the group. One of the most famous jazz singles of all time. Actually, it's not a single. It was a track on the Time Out album that came out in the 50s by the Dave Brubeck Quartet. But it's the #1 selling jazz song of all time. It is Take 5, and contrary to popular belief, they did not finish this on take number 5. In fact, it took them a lot of takes because the song is written in 5/4 time, and for a pianist and whatever you are, drummer.
I think that's what I am.
5/4 time is extremely hard to play on the piano and any instrument, but Blane figured it out on the drums. He's gonna play the role of Joe Morello, who was the drummer for the Dave Brubeck Quartet. And
if you know the song, I'll just say one, and then go and break it to you. I cannot do it. It is very, very hard.
Yeah. Now, fun fact, we actually got to meet Joe Morello's wife, and she lives here in Roanoke. She lives at a retirement home here in Roanoke. And we've gotten to meet her and play some jazz from the Dave Brubeck Quartet for her and in memory of Joe Morello. And I think that's pretty cool, having to meet someone who could probably tell you 1,000 stories of life on the road with the Dave Brubeck Quartet, man. Anyway, I'm going to back. She's down there. Apparently, well, actually, the camera can't see the cat.
You can't see her, but she's maybe like an inch.
She's
away
right
from
there.
you on the
She's
camera.
enjoying the highly sophisticated jazz music that we're going to play next.
She won't like it when I break out the drumstick.
I'm going to play the piano, the bass, and the saxophone part all at the same time. It's going to be hard, but we're going to do it. Hopefully the drumsticks won't drown out what the piano is doing. Hope not. That clap probably broke everybody's eardrums. Sorry about that. I'll clap quieter next time.
Okay.
So let's do it. Let's do take 5 for the Dave Brubeck Quartet. Here we go. Take 5 by the Dave Brubeck Quartet right there. I was waiting for you to do a drum break.
Did you not see at the beginning of the
I
song?
know. See, he claims that he doesn't know the drum break. In fact, he does. He's played it on several occasions. And you're just too... why did you do
I
it?
only played it one time, and there's a reason I only played it one time.
Why?
It's not ready. It's very difficult. So
He knew how to do it. Maybe we'll get him next time.
maybe by
we'll get him
Christmas I'll be ready.
Christmas. Golly, Blane, that's 7 months away. 6 months away.
Question.
Actually, it's close. Actually, let's see if I'm doing my math correct. 6 months from today, I believe, will be
6 months.
winter.
6 months, 4 days. Exactly. Because today's the 21st, so 4 days plus 6 months.
How do we on the topic of Christmas?
I don't know. We need to get back to questions.
Dave Brubeck Quartet, Take 5. That's one of my favorites to play. It is a hard one to play, and I messed up on a few notes, but that's okay. We can improvise. That's one thing jazz performers are known for, is their improvisational skills. Okay, let's see. Let's see if there's any more questions, and I definitely want to answer them. Tulawit, yeah, come here to Hawaii. We should do that. We should fly up. We should fly across the Pacific Ocean and get to Hawaii.
Wow, somebody's watching us from Hawaii.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
I have no idea what the time is there. It's probably...
Yeah, what time is it there? Tell us.
If I had to guess, it's probably...
Is it gonna be either? Is it
like 1 o'clock? I don't know. Hopefully I'm not butchering that, but
things
that's
are
cool.
different down here in the East Coast.
Yeah.
Right now,
Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah.
It's 8 o'clock. It's getting darker outside. It started off light, and now it's kind of got
I
a little
studied
dark.
that at school. Anyhow,
Let's keep going with some more questions. Ronald Zitty says Blane is a riot. Are you a riot? Mr. Humbleness over here. Mr. Riot. Okay.
it's true.
What is your favorite Peanut song? Mine, of all time, is the Thanksgiving theme. Now, now,
You shouldn't have said that.
now, I might know a lot of the Peanuts hits, though most of them, I mean, I consider them jazz, but they're not super duper well known enough to play them in shows. Now, we've played a song called the Charlie Brown theme song, which is the official theme of Charlie Brown.
Which has been on YouTube, I believe, for a long time.
Yeah, actually, I recorded a really fun version of the Charlie Brown theme last year that had a live action
Wait a minute,
slash...
don't spoil it for them if they haven't seen it. So, go back to the videos and watch it because it's funny. Because I had to do some animation on it and fun stuff with it. So, let's just say you need to go watch the video.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it already.
I'll give a small example. With the time we have left, I'll give it a small little example of some songs I know from Vince Guaraldi. Or the... What made Peanuts so iconic was the music. And so I had to learn, of course... That's Linus and Lucy. Probably the most well-known piece. He also did one for Christmas called... Where are your brushes at?
I don't know.
Get your brushes. They're down by your feet. Go get your brushes. That was from Christmas, called Christmas Time Is Here. And hey, you got one of the brushes. There we go. And then you mentioned the Thanksgiving song, which is... Is that it? next time.
Didn't he just tell me, folks, to bring it up, and now he wants
Yes,
to put it
don't
back?
play along with that, though. But yeah, that's the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving theme. And am I missing one more? Oh yes, one of my personal favorites, the Great Pumpkin Waltz. So I know a little bit about Vince Guaraldi, and he's an amazing and probably one of the most underrated jazz performers of all time. But yeah, unfortunately, our time's...
Not yet. We gotta.
I know we got some more minutes.
some
We got plenty of questions. I'm going to get all the questions in tonight.
And within 2 minutes, he's got to get every single one in.
I'll give some time. Tellwood says it's almost 2 p.m. here in Hawaii, so I was pretty close in the time.
That's the big time difference, right?
Can you imagine the jet lag? I'd be dead tired.
I mean, you're like traveling. Like, could you imagine if you left at like 2 o'clock here and you kept traveling?
Hi, Eula.
And you kept traveling to Hawaii, the time would like stay the same, wouldn't it? Like if you left here at like 2, and then you kept jumping the time zones, wouldn't it?
Depends on how fast an aircraft flies.
That would just be weird.
Yeah. Okay, now Short Film Studios. I apologize for not putting the notification out in advance. It's one of those things. We've been extremely busy these past couple months, and we posted a notification last month, like 2 or 3 days before. And I'm going to try my very best that in the June Fireside Chat, we're going to post it at least a week in advance. And not just one, several reminders so that more people will join back in.
And I think that was the reason this one got a little less than others, is because we posted it yesterday.
That and it's 610 jazz. I mean, not everybody loves jazz. A lot of people like bluegrass, though. And I'm happy to report that bluegrass will be back next month. Brother Young will be back with some bluegrass music. Grab one more question. I am not seeing any more questions, but I do see some what? Rigrats Gaming put what? Probably because I played some of the Peanuts themes. Maybe not. I'm not sure. Not sure. Okay, so we only got about 1 minute left, and I'm gonna play one more song, but I want to just give you my normal spiel, starting with. If you like what you hear tonight, like the video right there. It's right there. Just hit it. It's the thumbs button. It's a thumbs up button. Just smash it like this. Kick it like that. Play a note for it. Right there. Just click the like button. It's right there. Very simple.
It'll take maybe
just
5 seconds.
Right. No, it is literally right down here. Right there. Just go hit it. Right there. I'm actually watching the replay.
It's more
it's
like
right.
It's more like I am actually. If you're
it's more like hit it right here.
More like right here.
Yeah.
We're
crazy. We're insane sometimes.
We're trying to angle it with the camera. Yeah, there we go. Now we got it correctly. Right there.
Yes. Wrong side. Shoot. No, I'm just kidding. Subscribe if you haven't already. We really appreciate that. Our numbers are continuing to go up. We've had a lot of fun. What? Channel. Okay. And comment down below for more great videos like this. Also, check out the Pianjo Reacts, the brand new one, if you haven't already. Just came out last week. It's called... what was it called? Best First Place Award, something like that. Pianjo Reacts, where I reacted to when the Brothers Young and Friends band placed first in the youth band competition back in 2021, guys.
Go watch it right
It is really good. Also, subscribe, like I said, that. Super thanks. If you want to give a small donation, I really appreciate that. Hit the little heart with the money sign down the middle to give us poor folk just a little bit of cash.
Where's that at?
Huh?
Where's that on the screen?
I have no idea.
I wonder if you can super thanks yourself. I wonder if that's possible.
I think I've gone mentally insane.
Huh.
Anyway. Also, Blane Young has a channel. Has a YouTube channel, and if you didn't know...
Yeah, I know most of you probably have already subscribed to my channel, but if you haven't and you're just joining us, please do so.
He wants to do a little shout out for his channel. It's called Assortment of Adventure. A lot of cool stuff he does there. So go over there, Assortment of Adventure. Connects coasters. He does
rides, just about
roller coasters and roller coasters. And more roller coasters, I think.
Some water rides.
Water rides.
True.
Okay. Well. Assortment of Adventure. Check him out. And, yep, we're so glad to be here tonight. I am so glad that we brought 610 Jazz. Check us out on Facebook, 610 Jazz, and then the Brothers Young for our bluegrass. Yeah. Look, guys, I want to thank y'all so much. Even though we didn't have such a huge crowd like sometimes before, I'm glad we had almost kind of a just a simple friend-to-friend talk over the live stream of YouTube. The YouTube algorithm live brought the... Never mind. The 610 Jazz. Man, I'm glad we brought the jazz here. I'm glad I was able to showcase...
A little bit of over here on the piano. Let's just kick into our last song.
Okay, we're gonna do one more song right here, and then we'll say goodnight, as it is getting late, and it is now 2 minutes over time. We're gonna do it right here. It's a song called Love, L-O-V-E, by Nat King Cole. 3, 4. Thank you. God bless y'all. And good night. There we go. There we go.
That was fun.
We did it. 610 Jazz. Y'all have a good night. See y'all later next time.